y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Meredith and I make a video every single Monday all about homemaking. So cooking, cleaning, how I take care of my family of 5. This week's episode is going to be all about game day. I will have an Aldi haul for you and then a couple of my favorite game day recipes at the very end. So make sure you stick around to see what I make for college game days on Saturdays and then football Sundays. Okay, so I've tried a couple different spindrifts. Now this was not in their regular like drink area. This is in like their Aldi Finds aisle and it's their Island Punch flavor and it was okay. It's hard for me to drink spindrift just because every flavor just seems very tart to me, probably because it's just like 100% juice. But if you like spindrift and you're able to drink it, this is going to be a great flavor for you. One of my top things I recommend from Aldi is this party tray right here. It's like 3 different flavors. All of them are delicious. My favorite is the pepperoni and mozzarella. And it is a big tray. So if you have a smaller party, even if they don't eat all of it, what I do with the leftovers is I chop it up or like cube it up and put it into a pasta salad for another dish. I also like to get a variety of the baby potatoes. I can do like a smashed potato with it. I normally do like a garlic parm and I just throw them in the air fryer and they always taste delicious. Okay, I've never seen these before, but these were new. They're bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. They were in the meat section. Definitely grab some if you have them in your Aldi. I also got some shaved steak to make Philly cheesesteaks. Aldi has a really good meat section, so definitely make sure you're checking out the area. I think some of them actually do like discounted meat right when they first open, and they have a ton of variety, so you're probably going to find what you need. Okay, the next thing is a perfect like snack or quick lunch or like partial lunch for myself. These are like the little mini kind of like snack Lunchables. Now, I wouldn't call this a full meal, but this is a 3-pack and I think it's only like $2.78. My kids love these. They're really great for like a school snack or after school snack or if we're on our way to a sporting event and they don't feel like eating a full meal. It's a great like quick carb and fat for them before they have practice, because most of the time they don't really feel like eating the full dinner at like 4:30, either like 4:30 or 9. So I try to have some good like quick grab and go options, which is why I also include that yogurt. It has 0 grams of sugar, 15 grams of protein. It's a delicious vanilla flavor. Definitely grab that one too. For game day breakfast, we can do like bagels and cream cheese. We like the strawberry cream cheese from Aldi and it's also dye-free. Look at also what I found. Oh my gosh, Sister Schubert's is my favorite brand of any kind of like roll. This was in their freezer section, 10 out of 10. So if you see that at your Aldi, definitely grab it. It was delicious. This is the red bag chicken that everybody's talking about. This is in the frozen food section at Aldi. It is 10 out of 10 delicious. There are so many different uses for these. Now, I've bought this bag probably like, I don't know, 10 to 15 times. And each time there's about 5 to 7 fully cooked chicken breasts in there. And I just throw them in the air fryer. You can use them for honestly anything. Cobb salads, chicken parm, chicken strips. They're perfect to throw in the air fryer, especially after practice. And you can use them for such a wide variety of lots of different types of dinners. Starbucks dupe right here, y'all. My kids love a chocolate croissant from Starbucks. The last time I got them one, it was literally $4.95 for one. I was like, $5 for a single chocolate croissant. Now I get it, but like that entire bag I think was like $4.75, and my kids love those chocolate croissants. You will find that in the bread section. Now sometimes they're sold out, but definitely you want to grab 2 bags of those because they are so good. I also feel like I hit the jackpot because I found the cream soda flavor of Poppy. These were so good. I need to get more of these, but unfortunately they're not in like the regular drink section. They were in like, again, the Aldi Finds aisle, so it's like a seasonal item that they have. Now, I would pass on these. The one thing, the Nature Valley, all 3 of those boxes, again, it was like an Aldi Finds aisle, and that would be one thing I would not purchase again, even if I did see those, because one, there was only 5 of them in a box, and they just really weren't that good. 2 items I also grabbed that's in like the refrigerated deli section is this mac and cheese and the mashed potatoes. I know, cook from scratch, but guess what? Sometimes I really want like a home cooked meal or a warm meal for my kids after their practice when they've just kind of had snacks. It's nice to have those options to pair with the meat that I have. They're delicious and super quick and easy to have made. Okay, roasted sweet corn, delicious. Another seasonal item. I don't know, some stores I feel like carry them a lot. Mine has them like randomly, and it's one of my husband's favorite popcorn from there. All right, y'all, comment below what is your like number 1 item you have to have from Aldi. It can be anything. It could be like a meat, fruit, like a deli item, desserts or snacks. What is like the number 1 thing that you always grab every single time that you go to Aldi? Side note, those hash brown patties are delicious. They remind me of like the Trader Joe's ones. Now I've also seen them in like a small mini pack. Both of them are delicious. They're regular size hash browns, and then they have like a mini hash brown too. Fall baseball has started for us, and I was like, you know what? We just need to get another fridge in the house. And even though it seems kind of ridiculous, this is actually one of the most helpful things, mainly for having ice packs, tons of drinks, tons of snacks for the kids. This can be like our garage fridge, but it's in our kitchen. And we use this for so many different things. Like I said, we're a family of 5, so I have 3 kids. They're like 10, 8, and 5. My oldest plays travel ball, so we're starting to have tournaments on the weekends. And my kids have to pack like a snack every day for school. And honestly, we started packing lunch a lot more because school lunch is $3.10, like per child per day. And that's not if they get it extra. Like on Fridays, or sometimes they like to get ice cream or chips. And that's like 75 cents or $1 extra. And I know it seems like not a lot, but I was shocked when I saw that price, because I was like, okay, $3.10 times 3 kids times 5. Now I see why everybody is packing their lunch all the time. Here's what those Sister Schubert cinnamon rolls look like. These are so delicious. I made these for college game day. I love to go all out on Saturdays because I love college game day. I went to the University of Tennessee, go Vols, so I always cheer for them. And it's been so fun. Just like I have a game day table set up, and then I make some of the most delicious and fun game day recipes with my kids, and they're starting to really look forward to it. I'll always try to make like a new dessert or a big dessert on the weekend. And this weekend, if you are a chocolate lover, you will love this. It is a chocolate pudding cake, like hot fudge cake. And it was delicious. Now I will warn you, this recipe kind of takes a long time to make, but it's worth it in the end. So I'll warn you, there is a lot of steps, but it's delicious in the very end. I'll post the recipe in the bottom bar below, so if y'all want to make it, you can follow that along. One thing I think I messed up on that cake is when you're making the pudding for that first layer, you're going to like poke holes in that chocolate cake when it comes out of the oven. But right when you're stirring the pudding up, make sure you're pouring it into the cake so the pudding can go into it. I think one mistake that I made is a lot of the pudding sat on top of the cake. So I think it could have been improved, but that's one thing I would make sure I would do differently next time. Next up is my grandma Jojo's hot dip. We always call this hot dip in my family. People call it like rotel dip, cheese dip, meat and cheese dip. It's so good. Now I found these 2 like Velveeta packets. This is at Dollar General. So if you have a Dollar General near you, that's where I found those 2 little packets, like the jalapeno and original Velveeta pack. And it tasted delicious, and it was not too spicy. As you can see here, I use an entire block of Mexican Velveeta. Well, it's already a little bit spicier, but it was not too spicy where I couldn't eat it or my kids couldn't eat it. So for this dip, you want to do an entire block of Mexican Velveeta, a can of Rotel, and then a jar of your favorite salsa. And I also added that Velveeta in too, so it was a little extra cheesy. And it depends on if you like this to be like more cheesy or more like ground beefy and meaty. You can choose like 2 or 3 pounds of ground beef. I did like, I think 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. And every time I use a crock pot, I always use like a non-stick spray on my crock pot. For some reason, I just don't like using those liners. They just gross me out. If you want to use them, totally fine. But every single recipe that I've made, I use a non-stick spray, and it works so much better in my opinion. It makes the crock pot 10 times easier to clean when you're done. Once I've browned my ground beef, I just do salt and pepper, and then I add a little Worcestershire, however you say that, into the ground beef. I feel like that gives it just such a better flavor. Mexican layer dip is up next on my recipes to make for game day. Now, some people call this, you can do like a 7-layer dip. They'll add in refried beans or whatever else you want to. This is how I make it. And to make it honestly even easier is I just get a taco seasoning packet and I mix it with 12 ounces of a softened cream cheese and a half cup of sour cream and a half cup of salsa. You want to make sure all of those are blended up really well together. Now, you can choose any serving dish that you want to serve this on. I like using a really pretty platter, so you can make this dip like as thick or as thin as you'd like it. I think I should have made it a little bit thinner, but it turned out delicious. Now, at this point, once you have your dip base, you can add whatever toppings you want. I did cheddar cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, shredded lettuce, diced up tomatoes, and black olives would have also been really good on this. Now, I made like part of it for just my kids and they don't want the other toppings, so we just did the cheese for them. I also added some diced green onion on my husband and I's side, and it turned out so delicious. I love serving this with tortilla chips. My kids love helping me in the kitchen to make all of these recipes, and I found this little like knife set for kids. It's on my Amazon storefront. My link is in the bottom bar below if you want to get these for their kids. It's a great beginner set for kids so they can kind of start learning how to use a knife, how to hold it properly before they start using the real deal. Thank y'all so much for watching. Happy college game day. Go Vols. I'll see y'all next week.